Right, as my previous video uploads, will become clear shortly. This is a letter I wrote after the Chief Constable had communicated with me, which I also did read out online. This is when he said he was going to take action on this issue. And that turned out, despite the fact I'd sent him about 75 criminal offences, he meant my non-payment of council tax. And as it transpired later in that week, or shortly thereafter rather, my ban from contacting the council is legally binding, and HDC do need to challenge it through the courts. But I replied to his one-line wonder. That might have been 2 lines, I'm not sure. Still not convinced he can read. Dear Chief Constable, thank you for your letter, albeit rather brief, dated 7th June 2016, which I collected at the local post office, having paid the princely sum of £2 as there was no stamp attached to the envelope. I expect you'll require me to believe it fell off or something. They do. They come out with the most ridiculous things. They haven't actually said anything about this yet. But this was dated 25th June, and I've had no reply. I think that says, yes. The Police Crime Commissioner, I think it was, as I said previously, quite recently, once tried to deny that I'd replied to an email. And I said, what are you on about, mate? I said, I replied off the back of your email when I got it. I said, so now you can go and look at that information. And then it was like, oh, well, we've done the investigation now. And that's it. They're happy with that. That satisfies their criteria for an investigation. Not investigating. Which is why they're all saying that all this stolen money has been investigated. Because it hasn't, but they've said it has. So that's all right then. Anyway, strangely, I've not been contacted yet. Oh, actually, this was just before the 27th, the Monday when they came round. However, given I've been at this 7 years, there is no rush. I've probably got about 4 more with you at the helm of the good ship Cambridge Constabulary. So you can look forward to that. Really, really do look forward to that, Alec, because it's really fucking happening. In the meantime, I am closing evidence of HTC's fraudulent behaviour. If you watch my YouTube channel, there is a video entitled They've All Got Special Powers, You Know, which will fill in the gaps. Now, I think I did show everything on that video. Basically, I sent him a load of the sort of illegal summons that the council sends out, and an illegal warrant that the court sent out, and a record of me making my statement, which obviously they can't find anymore. But that's fine too. But if you watch that one, if you've got any questions, do let me know. I also attached the record of the police statement I gave, which was never properly investigated. To say it ever was is quite simply a lie, and Chief Constable Simon Parr, as was, is culpable. And to deny that is foolishness. This is, by the way, Simon Parr Associates Limited. He's now got this private little firm, which is one of these gobbledygook consultancy places, you know. And I can almost guarantee that 75% of his business comes from the councils and the police. So I'm just trying. The screen was going black. You will also notice the tail end of a letter from Greg Peck, the previous licensing officer at HDC. He chooses some strange words, given that my mate is still trading from the lay-by and still trading license-free. This is because HDC do not now have and never have had the legal permission to charge for trading licenses. So don't forget, they're still charging other traders these trading licenses, despite never legalising the thing to do it in the first place. And now my mate reckons, well, the council reckon he hasn't paid in 6 years, I think, what they're saying. He had paid some of that, but they denied getting it, because of course this is when all the cash was disappearing. Which is what kicked this whole case off, obviously. Yeah, they reckon 6 years. And the last attempt was about a couple of years ago or something, or a year ago, they tried to take him to court for 6 months of that money. So we think they've run out of time to chase the other 5 years. We're not sure, but they're not chasing it anyway anymore. What they also do not have is a record of almost 30 years of trading licence money from 1984 until 2009 in their accounts. This is because it has been stolen. But then you already know that bit. And then I suggested that one of the coppers I'd met with previously and said they didn't have the resources to investigate this, even though all the other ones had said that no crime had been committed. Should handle the case. Because obviously she needs to, what's the word? Not repair, you know what I mean. Up her game, shall we say. But that's quite interesting because I've not had a reply to that, and that's obviously 3 weeks ago now. So this is the police today. They're basically only interested in the crimes they want to investigate. Despite all that going on, they'll try and arrest me for non-payment of council tax, even though I'm completely legally banned from sending the council money. And of course, as I've said many times on this channel, the police now like to consider who's committed a crime before they investigate. And if it's like the right person who they know, then they'll basically... I think I said last night, they must have spent millions covering this up. Millions. I mean, there's been botched police operations, there's been court cases, there's been meetings, there's... You know, incredible, quite incredible. And if they'd just come clean 7 years ago and admitted that, yes, 2 or 3 council employees may well have nicked some money and started talking compensation, more in terms from my mate, not me, because I was a councillor at the time, I wouldn't have asked for anything. Well, that would have been the end of that, wouldn't it? So there you go. People wonder why I don't like the police. Thanks for watching.